And what is going on YouTube? Just another game channel? Bring you just another video. I did just record for about 20 minutes and realised it didn't record the audio. And I was just doing this bit to see if the Black Queen would respawn because she didn't spawn on my other playthroughs. Because she has a chance to drop a legendary. She spawned and dropped a legendary. And then just realised they're playing some music from Downward Spiral, Nine Inch Nails soundtrack. So one of my favourite bands' music is in the game. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, we're from the Downward Spiral album. I can't remember what song it was, damn it. But you know, let's finish off these guys. I mean, I have a mood. So the legendary it dropped is the launcher that fires nukes. That's pretty cool. Yes, but I was just talking for about 20 minutes. I always do a test. I always do an audio recording test to make sure it's okay. And this one time I didn't, and it didn't bloody work. Can you believe that shit? Not funny. Not fun. I didn't have too much to say, to be honest. Just came down here, killing loads of spiders, talking about it's not really part of the mission. But I wanted to see if the Black Queen would spawn, and she did. Oh my god, these guys are non-stop, aren't they? Jesus. What have we got here? Infinite pistol. Come on, baby. Come on. Yeah. You want a piece of this? I wish I'd. So I've got an Orfleet. I've got a nuke launcher now. I've got the Logan's gun, but I don't have any bloody any sort of. I want the Sham Shield, obviously, and I don't have it at my current level. But so any sort of absorbing shield would be great, which I don't think I have at the moment, which is very frustrating because I could constantly give myself rockets back, which is very handy. Actually, you know what? I should keep an. Look, 9 Inch Nails, listen. Yep, 9 Inch Nails. Bit of a remix. Okay, what am I doing here? Get my ass kicked. Shit. My bad, my fault. It don't matter, I'll be up in a second. You little bitch. Oh shit. I will be up in a second. Scavenge that motherfucker. No way, sunshine. No. Oh shit. Damn it, that's the tough one. You know, like, because I'm usually a little bit over leveled and overpowered just because I do all the side quests normally. Where so I could get to Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, I skipped pretty much almost every side quest on True Vault Hunter mode. So I'm like essentially under leveled actually, and so these guys are they're very tough. So the launcher I got, let's see what I got. Let's get rid of the Infinite Pistol. So I got the North Fleet. I got that, and then I got oh no, that's not it. There we go. The Dumper Nukem, 681,000 damage. Consumes 2 per ammo, 2 magazine. So this bad boy does. Boom! It's a nuke. Very slow reload, eh? It's a nuke, ladies and gentlemen. Now there's lots of variations of this. I do have several OP8 versions. I don't know which one's the best. I suppose I've never really compared them, I guess. Come on, we need. Actually, I need to pick up white stuff and weapons actually, and sell them. It's part of. See, I'm full now already. It's because I'm low on my badass challenges. Well, not low, but there's a few. I haven't been picking up many guns or white items apparently. Well, why would you? You want the orange stuff, don't you? Anywho. Oh, it's a nuke. Guys, it's a bloody nuke. I mean, nothing can beat a North Fleet, but still. This shit is good, yo. So yeah, if my friend joins, I do apologise. Not just because it'll be a one-sided conversation which you guys can't hear again, which is unfortunate for YouTube. But for some reason it won't. You can activate analog audio, and it does record party chats. I've done it in Destiny before, but for some reason it just doesn't seem to do it when Derek joins. I don't know why. No. Increase all incendiary damage, huh? Hey, it's a Barbara Buppy. No, shall we increase? Ooh. Explosive resistance and shield capacity. Pretty good. 40% health. That's really good, all that, isn't it? What shield? I mean, I don't really need more shield capacity, but what the hell? Actually, do I have any sort of shield that can absorb shit? See, I've got level 50, you see. 49B, 47B. It's like, do you get rid of the 47? It's like, well, it's only 2 levels difference, but then, like, well, if you start a new character and you're level 47, you're like, oh, if I only had level 47B shield. But I don't. I've only got 49. You know, you'd be kicking yourself in balls. So this is the problems that you have to deal with a game that provides a very limited space. Now, I like that in a weird sort of way. I like the fact that they provide limited space, and the reason I like it is because there are almost an infinite amount of weapon variations in this. There's so many legendaries and specials, seraphim weapons, pearlescence, red flavor text, blue boss weapons, that they're all amazing more or less. What makes them even more amazing is that you've got limited storage, so you really have to choose on what you want to keep and what you get rid of, which makes them even more precious, if that makes sense. Let's have a little sip of the coffee. See, finding the buzzard's camp, I don't think I'll be able to do this on my own, because these guys are pretty damn tough at the moment. Like, they're really... I mean, Damn Fine Rescue is the main quest. I mean, that one's doable, but I mean... in this way I have to, like, destroy the... Yeah, this way I have to destroy the nets, the volleyballs and stuff, which, honestly, like... The quest itself is... Oh, crap. The quest itself is easy enough, but the problem is, like, these guys are really pack a punch, and it takes them. There's a lot of enemies to take down, and I'm on my own, and like I will die a lot and many times if I try it. But then the Damn Fine Rescue is not going to make much difference, other than I need caustic weapons because, you know. See, do I get rid of the Stinger? I like caustic. I really like it. Level 50 conference call, industrial. I mean, you got to keep. Oh, it's so frustrating. Like, will I ever use that? Probably not, but it's a really cool gun. It's just cool, you know? It's a cool shotgun from a boss. So you kind of want to keep shit, you know? It's very frustrating at times. Level 35, you see. It's only level 35, but guys, like, you know, to get a legendary mod at level 35... Well, it's a very low level to get one. Nah, I'm kind of... I keep magic missiles so I can regen missiles. I mean, Corrosive Kiss of Death, health back, Sticky Quake. I mean, these are good like Sticky Home in bonus package. It's like low level, but man, it packs a punch. You know, I'm just kind of waiting now. You know, I'm just waiting for that. Wait until I reach level 60, then I can use. Okay, I've got a lot, like in my vault. On my other characters, I've got a lot of level 60 stuff, a lot of level 61 stuff, because the benchmarks are like level 50, 61, 72, if that makes sense. See, I suppose I could do this part. Go and collect. Let's go and collect some shit off the trucks. Yeah, let's do that. Catch a ride. See. No, I was gonna put my extra boost on. Ooh, but that'll need to, yo. Can you collect these driving over them? Yes, you can. Now, the good thing about this car is that these guns, like, I like the Jeeps. I like riding the Jeeps. They feel much better for some reason. But the weapons on them are terrible. Good to go, yo! So I've just been watching... Guys, I'm really tempted, like, I know I talk about it a lot, but I'm fascinated by the universe. Now, physics, maths, all that sort of stuff. Now, I was pretty average at maths at school. I was an average student at school. But you know what, guys, the only reason I was average is because of a couple of reasons. I never really enjoyed school. I think that was mainly part of because the teachers weren't particularly good. And when people think you're average, you also believe yourself to be average. It wasn't until after I left school that I realised I had this. Okay, like I know I've mentioned it a few times, but it wasn't until I was until I was 19, like early 20s, that all my life I knew something was considerably different with me, and I couldn't quite figure it out. And then I took an IQ test when I was almost 20, like late 19, almost 20, and I felt so different and so removed from people. I felt like that there was something different about me, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And I took the national IQ test when I was with all my friends at uni. You know, we did it just like as a you know, we're all like, well, we used to live in a student house, me and my mate Dave and a couple of other guys, and the house was an absolute shithole. Like, there was water damage from previous tenants, probably been there years. Like, every time we had a shower, it flooded the kitchen, water would run down the electric sockets, the roof was the kitchen roof was all rotted. You'd stand in like 3 inches of water, windows were falling out. You know, it was horrendous. Like, it's not fit for living, but you know, you're a poor student, you don't think you've got any recourse. Anyway, but we chose the house because we used to live on the same street as the girls. There was like 5 girls we used to be good friends with. A couple of them on our course, and they were friends with people on different courses, and we became really good friends. There's actually 5 in the main house, and then there's 2 in the other house, and we knew them all really well. And we're all like, we used to hang out a lot at their house because their house was a lot nicer, and you know, we're all good friends. And we all did the national IQ test one. We were all at uni, first year at uni. And we all did it one evening because we were just chilling out, and it was like, you know, there is a national, it's like, you know, it's advertised on TV. There's like a national IQ night or day or something. I can't remember, but anyway. So I took it, and I didn't tell anyone the results because I didn't believe it myself to start with. And I'm like, no, I can't be right. And I clocked in at just over 200. And I didn't believe it. I thought it must be some sort of mistake. Because I just got like C's at school and all this shit. And I took it twice more. And yeah, it was right. It averages out at, I got 3 slightly variant scores, and it averaged out at 204. And I knew there was something different about me. And this is the thing about school. Don't let anyone. If you think you're average, treat you average. Don't let them, guys. Because I've been a university lecturer at several universities, and I've always treated all my students as if they've all got a limitless potential. And I tell you what, if you treat people like that, they will rise far beyond what other people think of them, what they think of themselves, what their recommendations might be from other staff members. You treat them like they've got unlimited potential, and they will have unlimited potential. And that's been I've always treated people as a lecturer. I've always treated people as if they're limitless, and it's been frustrating at times because there's some people just dislike you for no reason. There's several students dislikes me at Nottingham Trent for no reason whatsoever. I had no intention of listening to what I was saying. Didn't believe I knew anything, even though I already had my degree and my masters and my college qualifications, and I was doing my PhD. And I've been, involved in design for, by that point, 7 or 8 years. But, to them, I didn't know what we're talking about. But no, the reason I bring all this up is, as I was saying, I've said many times before, I've always been interested in the universe and maths, but I've always been average at maths, and that's because I've never shown an interest in it. But recently, for the last I can't believe I've not done anything about it. But for the last 15 years, I've been really wanting to understand the language of math, and I'm thinking, where do I start? Do I start at GCSE level and start at the basics, and do I work my way through GCSE A level, degree, master's level, PhD level, until I'm reading, until I'm fluent in the language of mathematics, until I know shorthand for equations that are 200 numericals long. You see all the different shorthand notations on programs or scientists use, and actually like what a couple of those small little letters and numbers might represent a 30-line equation, and then you put all those together, you're talking thousands of lines worth of equations. So I think I'm capable of understanding that eventually, and I think we all are. And I know it goes against like logic to think that, but anything I've ever like applied myself to, if I've really wanted to achieve it, I do. You know, anything from, well, anything really. So I'm really thinking about starting with basic maths, and you know, like I said, I'm interested in the universe, cosmology. I mean, mainly through documentaries, but you know, I've actually got probably about 300 documentaries on cosmology and the universe. Now, I know they're really dumbed down for us, but I love. It's just, I don't know. There's all type. See, when you're trying to become a teacher, and as you study in education, you understand there's many types of different learners. There's visual learners, people that learn through doing, theoretical learners. There's all these different types of learning models, and maybe I just enjoy TV because I'm fascinated by the visuals. Maybe I'm a visual learner, I don't know. But I'm really thinking about investing in books, the high-end stuff in theoretical physics, in cosmology, the universe. I really just think it'd fascinate the hell out. Well, I know it would because I'm already fascinated by it. I'm really thinking about getting on Amazon and thinking, because I know a lot of physicists and cosmologists, astronomers from these documentaries, and these are well published university researchers and lecturers and all this stuff. So you know, they're well credited, well published. You could say rock stars in their field. So I know what authors I'd go for. I'm really tempted, and I don't know. Any thoughts, anybody? I like the documentaries that I've got. I watch over and over again. Like, I'm just fascinated to know that there's some stars that are 2,000 times bigger than ours. I mean, that's amazing. And they've got planets that probably support life. I mean, we've just found 7 new planets, haven't we? I talked about it in the last episode. Around a star system that's only 39 light years away. Now, it still takes us millions of years to get there, but it's only 39 light years away. We found 7 new planets. I think 4 of which are in the habitable zone. Is it the Spitzer or the John West? There's so many telescopes and observatories been launched. I can never remember the names of them. But at the time of some of the documentaries, these things were being built, and now some of them have been launched. And I know we've got the technology, believe it or not, to peer through. We can study. We can look at a planet 10,000 light years away, and we can look through spectrometry. We can look at the light through our instruments, and it will tell us if there's oxygen, if there's plant life. If there's all different types of gases on a planet that's thousands of light years away, and that'll give us a good indication of what type of life might be on these planets. Now, I mean, we found four planets in the habitable zone around I think it's a brown dwarf or a red dwarf. I mean, we've just very recently we've discovered another galaxy orbiting our galaxy, and it's been there for like billions of years. And the reason we believe it or not, the reason we haven't discovered it until now is because it's the second dullest galaxy. It's the second dimmest galaxy. And it's like right on our doorstep, more or less. But it's so dull. I think it's because like this, it's full of brown dwarfs, or it's a very, maybe it's a very old galaxy, so all the stars are starting to burn low. But it's just like it's so dull as far as galaxies are concerned. We didn't know it was there until like a few weeks ago. So I mean, we didn't know there were planets around Alpha Centauri, did we? Until like very recently. Proxima Centauri, Alpha Centauri, these trinary star systems, and we're like, shit. We're like, oh my god, there's planets. We always thought they were like just trinary star system. Well, Alpha Centauri, Proxima Centauri, A, B, C, whatever. Anyway, we didn't know there were planets there, but now we do. It's mind blowing. But you know how frustrated I get about it, guys. I feel like I was born a few million years too soon. and we're on the cusp of like understanding so much, but we can't do anything about it. We can't go and live on other planets and explore the galaxy. And I mean, like I said, we've had even before the dinosaurs became extinct, this planet had already had six extinction level events already that had wiped out. See, because the dinosaurs, it's like one of the most famous ones, but there were millions of species before the dinosaurs, and they got wiped out. And before that, there were millions of different species. Over and over again, there's been billions, if not trillions, of species that have become extinct. We've had asteroids hit. We've had super volcanoes. I mean, I've mentioned this on other things. We're obviously our star system is in a galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, and if you view our galaxy from outside, it's like a spiral galaxy. It's got many arms of dust and debris, all dust and stellar masses and cloud stars and things. But that dust on the arms of our galaxy actually protects us from cosmic radiation, from the radiation from the Big Bang. It filters out a hell of a lot of it. Now, our galaxy is rotating. We're orbiting other galaxies. In a few billion years, we're going to collide with the Andromeda galaxy, and we're going to become Milcon. What do we want to call it? Milcon. Andromeda, anyway, they come up with a hybrid in it. But we're going to become a brand new Milky Way, and the Andromeda not going to exist more. We're going to become a single supermassive galaxy. But anyway, as our galaxy rotates, our star system isn't. If you look at, say, our galaxy from the side, say it's like a coin, and you just think, our solar system and all the others are there, just going along in the set place. But actually, no. Many thousands, if not many hundreds of millions or billions of stars, constantly moving up and down and around because of gravity tugging and pulling. And actually, our solar system is going to rise above the arm of the galaxy, all that dust and cloud. And when that happens, I think it happens every 2 billion years, something like that. Was it every 200 billion? Anyway, at some point, our solar system and many others are going to rise above the protective gas nebula clouds and all the dust and all the stuff you see that makes up the Milky Way galaxy. We're going to be exposed to the initial radiation for the Big Bang, and it's going to wipe out life and any star systems and planets that have life. Now, it's still crazy to me that people think we're the only species alive. It is crazy to me. I mean, there are more species of germs on this planet than, it's just like plants, birds, animals. It's just all sorts of things on this planet, and the universe, for the most part, is made up of the same stuff. So if you don't think life exists elsewhere, you are in denial. Now, I understand it's a world-shifting view. You'd have to adjust your view on religion if you're religious. If you still believe in God once we detect alien life, which is only a matter of time, you'll have to accept that God, probably, if God is really, he's the one that made the Big Bang. He's the one that created the universe and all the other species. And men aren't special. We're not chosen. We're not the chosen few. What can you do about it? Not a lot. But anyway, long rant there. But I just essentially want to say, I really want to start studying. I mean, I study the hell out of what I've got here. I mean, I study the hell out of, the universe when I can. Documentaries, NASA. I watch all sorts of NASA live feeds, news presentations, all sorts of, But NASA, they're a massive organisation that lie. Anytime there's a live feed of any sort of alien spacecraft or movement, they cut feeds instantly. They have people watching it and computer algorithms watching and analysing the cameras constantly. And as soon as there's any sort of movement that might possibly be an alien craft or probe, they cut off, and it's frustrating. Guys, we need to know this. It would expand us as a species beyond belief. It would unite us in a way. I said it on the last episode, yeah. A lot of people, it would screw up. The world beliefs would be shattered. But you know what? every time we used to worship the sun and the moon as gods, and then we realised they weren't. We used to think that, until very recently, we used to think the Earth was the centre of the universe and that the sun orbited us. We used to until about 100 years ago, we used to think the universe was just our galaxy. We didn't realise there were other galaxies, and now we know there are hundreds of billions of galaxies, many of which are millions of times bigger than our own. I mean, it's mind-boggling, guys, isn't it? I think. Is no one else frustrated that we live in a time where we're like on the cusp of understanding? We're a species that have got consciousness, that understand that we've got a present and a past, and we might be the only species on our planet that understand the concept of future and preservation beyond survival instinct, and that we've been granted to be evolved enough to understand the universe around us, even though we're only coming into the beginning of that understanding. But you know, it's so frustrating. Oh, I wish I was born a billion years from now. I do. I mean, it's a bit like oh, what's that film? They go through the wormhole. Earth's dying. It's got Matthew McConaughey in it. Oh, what's it bloody called? Anyway, it's basically the wormhole. I can't believe I can't remember it. I can remember it an hour ago when I was going to watch it again. But they found the wormhole created near Saturn. They think aliens created it. Turns out humans created it billions of years in the future when they evolved and became fifth dimensional beings. I mean, that's phenomenal. That could happen if we survive. We will at some point evolve beyond the need for our physical bodies. We could evolve into a fifth dimension. We could evolve to become non-corporeal, energy-based beings. If anyone's ever seen Babylon 5, like the Vorlons evolved to become pure energy. You know, this stuff is possible. I mean, it's going to take a while. Let's blow it up with a nuke. Where are you, baby? Boom! Oh, get on, sunshine. Anyway, I think I might just make this a short one, guys, because the missions that we've got ahead, like Rescue Roland, is a hell of a long, super duper mission. Doing the volleyballs and the burning the nets is just a side mission, but there's a lot of bandits, there's a lot of badasses, there's a lot of cars, there's a lot of flying shit. So I think we're going to leave this as a just under half an hour. I think that'll be okay. Because remember, guys, I did actually record for about 20 minutes longer than this until I realised the audio had not recorded. And let me apologise about the audio on the last video as well, for two reasons. One, I've not been checking the audio comparison levels between game volume and me narrating, and last time for some reason the preset was on natural voice rather than narration. Like, you know, the GarageBand has got many filters. I can't believe I use GarageBand. It's just free, guys. It's basic, it's free. But, you know, you've got, like, for example, there's a dance vocal, edge vocal, fuzz vocal, narration vocal, telephone vocal, tracking vocal. So there's all these different ways your voice can be vocalised, and it accidentally preset yourself to natural vocal. So there's a little bit of a weird, like, naturist echo thing going off, which is cringy. But anyway, it's back on narration now. I'll check the levels. So, guys, what do you think, though? I know I keep going on about space and aliens and shit, but man, we live in a time where there's like the top, you know, governments keep secrets, and there are people that know the truth about these things, and we're never going to be those people, and that's frustrating. It's also frustrating that we're born. Well, I'm born thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, or hundreds of millions, or billions of years too soon. Frustrates me that we're on the cusp, that we're aware of a future, and we're aware of technology and the universe and other planets and probably many other spacefaring civilizations that are far more advanced than us. And there are probably millions out there that are about our level of advancement. That they've probably launched probes, they're probably communicating, sending signals out, and there are many that are far less primitive than we are. But you know, what can we do about it? You know, we're if alien contact's going to be made in my lifetime, it's going to be them visiting us, because it's crazy. Money, religion, and politics are the three things that are getting in the way of us being a spacefaring species, and that's crazy to me. Money I understand, but religion and politics are the two things that seem to get in the way, and it's mind blowing. Can you imagine if we found out we wasn't alone in the universe? I mean, yes, worldviews would be devastated, but we'd adapt. We're a strong species in many ways. As much as I keep denouncing the human race for its horrible things, we do have some amazing traits, and our ability to adapt and become stronger is one of them. And I think if we found out that we weren't alone, it would unite the species in a way that has never been done before. It would bring a new purpose to our existence as an entire planet. Border wars, resources would all seem so meaningless, and we might unite. You know, it's kind of like in Star Trek, you know, World War III, and then, you know, we just realised what a fucking waste. When they found alien contact for the first time, it united the planet. The Federation was born. I know it's sci-fi, but I'm just saying, like, I think an event like that could unify the planet. Let's just hope whoever does eventually visit us is not hostile. There's no reason for him to be, but, you know, look what happened when a more advanced civilization discovered America. Didn't end well for the indigenous population. Most of the indigenous Americans, the Indian Americans, have been wiped out, unfortunately. So, but, you know, we're applying human standards to an alien species, which we have no other option but to do that. But, you know, we could be totally wrong. Anyway, guys, sorry, not much gameplay. I enjoyed the rant and rave about mathematics, physics, wanting to learn more of the universe. I just love this shit, guys. Talk to me, leave comments, let me know what you think, and we'll get some more Ultimate Vault Hunter mode on the next episode, and we'll rescue Roland, and we'll definitely make that a priority. It's just going to be a tough mission if I do it solo. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. So cheers.